Hello and welcome to the Whisky.com news on the 26th of October 2020. And we have a number of very interesting news. First of all, the Royal Lochnagar celebrates its 175th anniversary. They're celebrating with a celebratory bottling of a 17-year-old single malt. It will be 56.3% ABV and a mixture of PX Oloroso sherry casks, but only limited to 3,000 bottles. Then we have news from Rosebank. Yes, not from the distillery, but there will be a new bottling of a 30-year-old limited edition Rosebank from 1990. 4,350 bottles, 48.6% ABV. And it's called Vintage Release 1. Yeah, and they're releasing it annually until the new distillery bottles their whiskey. So it will not be such a very, very long series, but it will finally stop when the new Rosebank comes out. But maybe they decide it's so popular they continue until their storage of old whiskey is empty. Then we have a renaming. Morrison and Mackay is renaming themselves. They are now called Morrison Scotch Whisky Distillers. They are the proprietors of Bowmore and, among other things, the Carnmore range, and they want to restructure the Carnmore range with new designs and new releases. Then we have a new bottling from Glenfarclas. It's called Glenfarclas number 25 Flora MacDonald. We already had the Charles Edward Stewart, the bottling, and now we have Flora MacDonald. And Charles Edward Stewart in 1746 lost a battle at Culloden, and Flora MacDonald was the woman who helped him escape to Scotland and get back into his country. And the bottling is limited to 3,600 bottles, 46% ABV, and it will be available internationally very soon. Then we have news from Richard Paterson. He will become the new master blender of the Wolfcraig Distillery. The Wolfcraig Distillery is about to finish their distillery in 2022. And Richard Paterson will be their new master blender, but he also said he will continue his work with White and Mackay, and he will work in parallel for both. Then we have a new whiskey from Glen Ord. It's not a very popular whiskey in Germany, but international it is sold under the brand of Singelton of Glen Ord, and they are bringing out a bottle of 38 years. So really old bottle, 49.6% ABV, limited to 1,689 bottles. It was matured for 12 years in American oak cask and in a secondary maturation in a mixture of experimental bourbon, PX Oloroso, and virgin American oak casks. So there's a lot of variation there. And it will come out end of this month. Then we have Glenallachie coming out with their fourth batch of cask strength whiskey. Fourth batch will be 10 years old, 56.1% ABV, and a combination of PX Oloroso puncheons and a mixture of a few virgin oak casks in there as well. Also, there will be single cask going out in the market. It will be 6 cask strength bottlings with 6 single casks between 11 years and 31 years old. Then we have the Glasgow Distillery, which is trying to sell casks, and you have the last chance to buy one of these casks. There will be 40 not peated, triple distilled casks, or unpeated and peated casks for selling to private customers, and they will stop that very soon, and prices begin at 5,000 Great British pounds. Then we have the Macallan. The Macallan brings out a lot of bottlings lately. This time they are enhancing their Fine and Rare collection. It's a 1993 Macallan with 27 years in a sherry cask. 50.2% ABV, only 256 bottles, and the price of a bottle will be at around 18,000 US dollars. Then we have the last news, which is Jim Beam Lineage. It will be come out in 2021. It will be a 15-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon with 55% ABV, and it is a joint venture between Fred No and his son Freddie No. Yeah, they created a whiskey together, so yeah, sounds really nice, and I'm really looking forward to a 15-year-old Jim Beam whiskey. I don't think it has been done before, but yeah, we will find out. So that was it. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.